Alright guys, today we're checking out a game called Move or Die Unleashed on the Nintendo Switch, and I've been really looking forward to this one because this game's actually been around for 6 years now on the PC, and I've been playing this one a lot on the PC platform, and I'm glad that it's finally available on the Switch, even though it took forever. But basically, this is a local multiplayer game, or a game that you can play online with up to 4 of your friends, and it's basically mayhem. It's in the name Move or Die. So all the mini games are based around different things that you're doing. They change up every 20 seconds, but the catch is, like the name of the title of the game says, you have to move or you die. So in every mini game, if you stand still, if you try to hide in a corner, you immediately explode after a certain amount of seconds. So it keeps the intensive going of you always have to move in the mini games no matter what you're doing. There's 35 mini games in the game that you can play. So there's a lot of variation there. There's a bunch of different mutators, a lot of unlockable characters, a lot to get into in this game. So I can't wait to show you guys this one. It's one of my favorite local multiplayer games on the Switch already. Let's go ahead and take a look.
Gaming tech, eating brekkie is the gaming tech. Going for a brekkie is the gaming tech. Gaming tech is the gaming tech. Gaming techie.
Alright guys, here we are with Move or Die Unleashed on the Nintendo Switch. So I'm really excited to show you guys this game because this is one of my favorite multiplayer games. This game's actually been around for over, I think it's been 6 years now since it originally was on the PC, and I used to play this on the PC all the time when it first came out. And they've had 6 years worth of updates with new characters and new unlockables and stuff that are now basically on the Switch version. So there's nothing new per se on the Switch, it's just all 6 years of updates that this game has gotten is now in the game. And they have promised, if you guys saw the trailer before, just to be 100% transparent, in the trailer you guys might have heard them say there's over 50 minigames in the game. I asked the devs, I was like, hey, I only see 35. Granted, 35 is still a healthy amount, but I only see 35. And they said, oh, well, it's in the trailer because that was our way of hinting and telling people that there's going to be 50 games, over 50, because they're working on adding more as free DLC. So let's remember that it's going to be all their content that they add post-launch, whether it be mini games or characters and stuff, is always going to be free. I do think it's weird that that's in the trailer like that. Take that as you will. But either way, there are more mini games coming. There's 35 in the game now, and there's more coming, and that doesn't even scratch the surface of all the mutators that are in there. So there's a lot to dive into. I don't think content is something that we're worrying about, but it's good to know that things are coming, later on in the future. So you can see here on the main screen here, there is 3 different options. There's play online, there's play locally, and daily contribution. So if you play locally here, if we click on this first, you can see you can do party mode. So you can just go ahead and do couch party mode, and that's obviously 4 players locally on the couch. If we do local play, then of course you get local multiplayer, local play, which is a wireless session. So it's local wireless on your Switch. So no internet required when you do that. And that just means you can play local wireless, like with 4 switches in the house or 2 switches, whatever. And everyone has their own Switch in the hand, which is fantastic. More games need to do this, so it's fantastic to have that on here. Hence why I just did a video on it to show you guys all the best games on local wireless. And then the introduction on how to actually play the game that it first starts you off with. So you got those options there. Let's actually just hit local or couch party game just so I can show you guys. When it starts off here, it does ask you how long you want the match to last. It says 1 minute equals 1 round. So for example, you could hit 10 minutes. And you can spice things up by allowing mutators. So mutators is an option if you want that on or off. If we just hit yes. And then you can customize your character here. So you can see here that there is a lot to get into. There's a lot of different characters. And there's even more to unlock here. And some you might recognize familiar faces from, like that one. And they all usually harp on some sort of thing in the world. There's a Twitch icon for you. So there's a lot of different ones to dive into here that you could be. And there's more to actually unlock here. I can keep scrolling here for a while. I'm sure you guys recognize him. So yeah, a lot to explore there. You can of course choose your team and stuff like that. So we'll just leave that there. And you can have AI play too. So if I leave this like that, and then I can just hit this button to add AI. And we're not actually going to play an offline game. I want to show you guys offline play, or sorry, online play. But I just wanted to show you guys what it would look like if you hit ready in a local multiplayer game like this. You actually get to pick 10 modes. So there's 35 in here, like I said, and you can pick 10 modes that you want to play for the 10 minutes that you're playing. You can see here all the different ones that show up here. Like I said, there is a bunch of different ones. There's 35 in here that you can actually play. I'm going to back out. I just wanted to show you guys how that would actually look like. So yeah, that's what you guys can expect out of local multiplayer. There's a lot to get involved in there with mutators and all that stuff. So there's a lot to get into there. Online play. Or actually, let's go back one. Daily contribution. Play once a day to maintain your luck. So basically you're playing once a day and you're trying to maintain your luck. As it says here, play daily. 76%. Your contribution goes towards the community debt bar. And if you contribute to the total, you can see everyone that's contributing there on the right. And then as we contribute, you get to browse the rewards. So you can see here what we get after each reward. So if you contribute, you get to unlock new characters and stuff. I think this is a really cool idea to incentivize you to play daily. Not only can you contribute as a community, but you actually get to unlock stuff as you do it, which is awesome. I hope that this is something that they keep adding to. Really, really cool stuff. Really good reason to, maintain your challenge in there. So daily contributions is fun. Now, if we get into the play online section here, you can see you can play with anybody, of course. You can play with your friends, and you can see that everyone starts off with a level. I have not played this game on the Switch yet, of course. I've played a lot of it on the PC, so my level is 0. You can see here on the bottom you have your daily missions that reset. So you have daily missions, you have a host your own server button. You can actually browse all of the online people who are playing right now, which is fantastic. And there is an online store. Now, granted, everything you do in this game can be unlocked. There is no pay. You can't pay to unlock anything. It's all just naturally progressed through the game. And everything is going to be free DLC going forward, according to the devs. So you can see here, characters, there's 4 out of 130 on here. So something that to keep in mind here. So I just showed you guys local multiplayer, and you saw that all the game modes were unlocked and all of the characters were unlocked. Online, if you want to be able to use these characters and pick these mini games, you have to actually unlock them. So it's different than what the local multiplayer is like. So keep that in your mind that that's separate, and you can't earn XP or anything like that from playing offline against bots or your friends. It's all done online. So you can see here that they're all worth coins, and you can unlock the characters that you want to use online, and there's over 130 of them. Same thing with the game modes. I showed you the 35 that are in the game, the 35 that are in the game for local multiplayer, but when you want to play them online and you want to actually select them when you're selecting a minigame, and you guys will see that when we play an online match, you have to, again, unlock these as you go as well. Same thing with the mutators. Look at all these mutators. I know I didn't show you guys that before. But look at all these mutators that can happen in the game here that you can select. All of these different mutators. Some of them are unlocked. Some of them you have to obviously unlock as you go. But just the amount of variety this game has is crazy. Imagine all the 35 minigames, which is already a really good amount. And imagine all of these mutators on top of those minigames that make the minigames feel even more different. Because playing these minigames... with these different mutators makes the games feel very different depending on what mutators are in here. So a lot to unlock and a lot to dive into here. Then, of course, we have trails that you can unlock. So the trails that you leave behind, so a little cosmetic stuff that you can unlock for online play. You got specials that you can unlock. And then the bidding war. So there's a bidding section here, and here you can invest your NOT coins total towards winning the current consumable. Your NOT coins investment will not return if you don't win the bid. However, they do go towards unlocking the extra items in the golden bar below. So you can play a little bit of a mini game here, where basically you are unlocking stuff, but you're bidding to unlock. So you can see there's an hour and 21 minutes left on here. It says the X splatter consumable item will replace only your death splatter with a huge X that marks the spot. So it's kind of like an interesting benefit that you get, and someone has a current bid in the game, and you can bid your gold stars that you obviously earn as you're playing the game, and you can see all of the people who are bidding against it, what the top rank is, and then if you win, you win. If you invest, if you don't, you lose that coin. So it's kind of a bidding war going on. So that's a fun way to kind of encourage playing and unlocking the things and stuff. So I think they're doing a really, really good job with giving you an incentive to keep playing the game and unlocking a lot of stuff and having a lot of, and then even better that all that stuff is unlocked for local multiplayer, so you can just play that with your friends immediately if you don't want to play online. So a lot of different options. So let's go ahead and get into the gameplay, shall we? So let's go ahead and say play with anybody. It's really cool that you can add local players to this, to play with you online if you want. You can see everyone's win ratio there, as you can see there. Win rate 14%. Everyone's flipping out, hitting the ready button because that first person is not hitting ready, who the host is. Looks like he's switching his character though. But yeah, like I said, it's awesome that you can invite your friends directly into here. It's awesome that you could add local players in here to play with you, so you could have 2 players on the system. playing with other people online. So a lot of ways to play this game. Here we go.
Select your favorite modes.
It says pick 7 modes that you want to play. So these are the 7. Remember how I said you have to unlock the rest? So I only had the option of selecting 7 of these. So that's the difference between local and online. Online, you have to unlock the rest. Unlike local, but you can play whatever you want. So on here, since I can only pick 7, I'm just going to select the 7 that I have.
Do this.
Because there's nothing else for me to pick anyway. But that's the incentive of picking these or unlocking the game modes, is then you could select them on that screen in the beginning, online.
Time to spice things up. Select.
All right, so we're going to pick a mutator, and it looks like the host is going to select a mutator first. Leading player moves slower, last player runs faster. Avoid the falling blocks. Last one standing wins.
Go.
There we go. There's me at the top. Me at the top trying to survive. Ah, I just got hit. Damn it. And obviously, it's in the name, guys. It's move or die. So you all these minigames are based on always constantly moving, or you're probably going to die. So it's obviously in the name of the game, but you can see there we have some AI in the game, it looks like. It looks like we may have lost a couple players, but that's fine. We do have one person in the game that I know is definitely... And I just died real quick. Game is definitely like as you guys see, the rounds are really fast paced. It's a lot of fun, but so it looks like we have 2 players AI and 2 players not AI. Touch the ground and paint it with your color. All right.
Go.
So we want to paint these your color here as fast as possible. Trying to paint these as much as my color as possible. And yellow one. I'm not doing well. Not winning a lot of these rounds, but that's fine. Hot chase is the next, or hat chase, excuse me. Wear the hat for as long as you can. Bump into the hat wearer to knock it off their head.
Ready?
There you go.
Go.
Looks like it closed me out, I guess.
Five, four, three, two, one. Yellow wins.
Static bounce, let's see. Running into your opponents will create orbs of electricity and make sure you don't touch them.
Ready? Go.
No, I almost had it that time.
Wins.
I did get a +1 though, so I'll take it. Speed run.
Speed run.
Outrun your opponent to be the first one to reach the end without exploding. Alright, here we go.
Ready? Go.
And I already exploded right there in the beginning. Oh man, this game is hilarious, but it's hard. You got to make it to the finish line to win this one. You can't. He can go as slow as he wants because he's not competing against anyone anymore. Well, he's actually still got a time limit, but he got it. Got purple. Falling blocks. There we go.
Time to spice things up.
All right, new mutator time. Who's gonna pick it? Hey, we get to pick it. Let's see. Lights off, ghostly jumps, or double jump. I am gonna say double jump. So now we can double jump in midair. So as you can see, they get progressively stacked. Avoid the falling blocks. Here we go.
Go.
Did I really get hit by that block? No way did I really just get hit by that block as I was trying to move away from it.
Yellow.
Guys, I'm sorry, this is not a showcase of my skills, but more of the gameplay itself, but that's fine. You guys can get the idea of how the game works and what the mini games are, but not actual skill from me. The floor is disappearing. Survive as long as you can. Alright.
Ready? Go.
Can we at least win one? Can we? I don't know. And we just jumped up like... I thought you could jump, but then the things on the top had spiky things on top.
Color craze.
Touch the ground and paint it with your color. Easy enough.
Ready?
We did this one before. Of course, the map is different. This one seems a lot harder, yeah, because you gotta like jump up and like touch the ones that you want to touch.
3, 2, 1.
Yellow still took that one. Yellow's kicking my ass. You can see our little blue bar of how much points we have. Running into your opponents will create. Oh, yeah, we did this one before.
Ready, go.
You can see our double jump there. That now works. How did I die? I was nowhere near over there. Did I miss an electricity ball over there? I was not even looking. I thought I was far away from all of that, but apparently not. Yeah, everyone's killing us over here.
Hat chase.
Wear the hat for as long as you can. Bump into the hat where to knock it off their head.
Ready, go.
Who's got the hat? He's got the hat. Yellow's got a hat. Green's got the hat. Didn't I not just run into him? Or do you have to do something else?
5, 4,
Oh, they just drop it and then you have to collect it. I see. Like, I run into him and he drops it. But then you have to still collect it. Alright, here's another speed run.
speed run.
We'll see if we do any better on this. I'm betting no.
Go.
I'm just gonna say it. Hey, we lasted longer than I'm never gonna die. Oh. No! At least we got a +1 because we weren't the last ones to die. Yellow actually died first that time for once. You can see it's cool that like, even if it's the same game, but the levels are different, so you don't know what to expect.
2, 1.
Things are always changing.
Pink wins.
Bomb tag.
Time to spice things
Time to
up.
pick a mutator,
Select
folks.
a mutator.
Back to the host to pick a mutator. Skin swapper. Character oh boy. We're going to be swapping skins, so we're going to be confused on who passed the ball to the other player before.
Ready?
Oh no. We're not even going to know who's who. Of course I have the bomb and I died. I passed it off like 3 times, but still died. I like how we're just ghosts running around the background as the minigame's still going.
Wins.
Damn, man. We are not doing well. It's a good thing we're not here to show any esports.
Color gray.
Touch the ground and paint it with your color. Alright. So yeah, obviously you're seeing the same minigames over and over again sometimes because it's based on the 7 that we all picked. And if everyone decided to pick because it's their favorite minigame, then of course, when it randomizes it as you're seeing, you're going to get that color. Why can't I get up?
4, 3, 2, 1.
Hey, look at us winning, and there we go. We get our first actual victory. I'm glad it took me like 10 rounds to finally get something going. Run into your opponents will create orbs of... Oh yeah, we did this one. Finally took us to win. Finally. No, we died. Oh, we didn't get last. There's that.
Pink wins.
We got a +1. We got a +1.
Fizzle floor. Ready, go.
Here we go. Floor is disappearing. No! Come on. That floor came out of nowhere. I thought I would have enough time to move.
Yellow wins.
I think we got a +1 on that one, too.
Falling blocks. Ready, go.
Move out of my way. Alright guys, so that is a little bit of the gameplay. I didn't want to like do the whole entire gameplay because it was going to take even a while longer. I just wanted to give you guys a good overview of the game and what you guys can expect out of the mini games. There's a lot of mini games in here, like I said, 35 to explore. A lot of different characters to unlock, all that stuff that I talked about before. You have daily contributions that you can unlock stuff in. You have all the mutators that make the mini games even more different. They're promising to have over 50 mini games, even though there's only 35 in there right now. So we'll see if that holds true. And it's supposed to all be free DLC, so we're not going to pay for anything. Everything in the game can be unlocked with regular just playing, so you're not going to have to do any of that. There's a lot of good incentives to actually play with people. Easy. I love the fact that there's local wireless, there's local multiplayer. You can play online with others and your friends. You can go online with 2 people on the same Switch locally and bring them online. You can invite 2 of your friends and play with randoms online. There's a bunch of different combinations on how you can do it. I'm really, really happy that this game is finally on the Switch. It's one of my favorite multiplayer games that existed on the PC, and I'm so happy to now have it on the Switch, where it's my Switch is basically my local multiplayer platform. I love bringing it everywhere. I love the local wireless feature that you can all play together no matter where you are with no internet, and then I love the easy nature of everyone having a controller with Joy-Cons and stuff for some of these games. So I love this game. This game's fantastic. It's easily in my top 20. If you guys watched that video, that I talked about my top 20 local multiplayer games on the Switch that I just did. This game is on there already because I've been playing it for so long on the PC, and it's essentially the same game, so it wasn't that hard to put it on this list. But yeah, this is a great multiplayer game to play with your friends or online, whichever way you want to play it. So guys, check this one out, Move or Die Unleashed on the Nintendo Switch. If you guys have any questions about what you guys saw in today's video, as always, leave it down below. If not, thank you guys for watching. Until next time.